The situation in T.I. and Tiny's home is going to turn really sticky since rumors have it that Big Nana, King Harris' pregnant lover, has been controlling King and emotionally controlling him for the past few months. Pregnancy to secure a position in T.I.'s family because she is focused on the money. But T.I. isn't having any of it because he told King Harris right away that this relationship was going to be troubled, pointing out that Big Nana appeared more interested in the money than in love, and let's face it, T.I. has been in enough time in the game to distinguish between what is real and what is not. T is not going to allow Big Nana to control their family dynamic or money accounts. He has already assured King that he won't bear any financial responsibility for Big Nana or the child, leaving King with no alternative choice to assume responsibility for his expanding family. Now, for those who haven't joined this gathering, please take a seat and let me explain so that we all, as their children began to establish their own families, T and Tiny were beginning to appreciate their role as grandparents. One of Tiny's daughters, Zeke, had a 2020s baby daughter, and recently, T.I.'s son Min became a father, according to an interview with Hot 107. T.I. disclosed that he and his spouse were expecting a second grandchild, while King Harris is expecting a child with his partner, despite his teasing remarks regarding Teach the Children to Torture. Harris's disappointment was evident when he discussed King Harris becoming a parent.
A grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son. Congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all time. I will raise this child to torture you the way you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
As it turned out, T.I. was disappointed since King Harris' girlfriend was much older than him, and he urged him not to let his guard down because she was an important part of his life. For financial gain and disregarding the possibility of a sincere connection with him, we learned that T and his son don't have the best father-son connection, so it may not be shocking that he publicly expressed his dissatisfaction with him. When King Harris was arguing with a guy at the game a few months ago, King went live on Instagram, and everyone watched how things unfolded. Ty intervened as he kept shouting, "I stand on the business," once more, and informed King that by yelling, acting aggressive, and acting like a gangster, he was embarrassing both the family and himself. It resulted in a heated argument between them, and T.I. put him in a headlock to demonstrate to him that he was his father and that he was respected when he was there. It was said that following the altercation at the game, Harris had another confrontation with Ty, accusing him of abandoning him in the hood and abusing him. Since Harris began his career as a rapper a few months ago, he has been trying to sell the idea that he is a struggling kid who lived in the neighborhood like most rappers do. However, when fans checked, they said, "Hold on, you are T.I.'s son. Your dad is a millionaire, and y'all live in the mansion in a gated community." This gave the impression that Harris was chasing influence. King Harris opened up about his hood upbringing after the confrontation, and within hours, more information confirmed his connection. It was revealed that Harris grew up with his grandmother, who still resides there, and that despite growing up in the hood, he was unique from other children because his parents were well off, who gave him everything he needed. Then in this video, Harris disclosed that he only had the opportunity to visit T.I. just before they were going to tape a Family Hustle episode, and he left as soon as the cameras stopped rolling.
Oh man, it's a lot about that TV show, man. Got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. So we'll go to the house for like the weekend. They say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house." They come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, right back to my grandma.
Since none of T.I.'s kids live with him and only spend time with him while filming their TV show, It turns out that King wasn't the only youngster who felt abandoned. Zeke disclosed that Tiny and T were constantly together. They traveled together and engaged in nearly everything together while living with Tiny's mother.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be like, honestly, like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
Timestamp that.
that times that I feel like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like there's just ties together. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they'd rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just like.
Having a lot of money but ignoring your kids is crazy. But even though T.I. wasn't always there, insiders claim that he constantly gave King Herod opportunities and advice. He also warned King that his relationship with Big Nana would be problematic, saying that she was only interested in money and not love. A few months later, Big Nana became expectant. Big Nana has been emotionally manipulating King Harris and coercing him to avoid his parents because she thought that having his child would make her famous and earn her a large payout from his family, according to sources close to King Harris. T.I. has criticized Big Nana for all that she is doing to King Harris, and he has accused her of exploiting his son because King was simply foolish and went beyond what was appropriate for him to have a relationship with someone older than him. But that's not all. Big Nana receives a harsh message from me telling her that he will not be financially responsible for her and that she will never be able to manipulate her way into the family's wealth, as it would fall under King Harris' purview. So she and King Harris had the opportunity to sit down and discuss their desired future. That is, if she is prepared to take him seriously. After his baby mama betrayed him, T.I. slammed King Harris, which sparked conversations among fans who commented that T.I. was merely attempting to prevent his child from constantly going in and out of. He got what he was looking for, hood and ratchetness. She's going to show you what the real hood is about financially. But it doesn't matter because he's 20 years old, and T.I. doesn't have to support him anymore. So he's on his own after all that talk about his father. She went to jail as he did, but make a plan for raising a child without your father's wealth. Remember that you stated that he wasn't your father. Is T.I. overreacting, or do you believe that what he has done thus far is acceptable? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and then watch this next video.